Welcome back to Dinar Current. Today's update is nothing short of historic, so get ready for some game-changing news. A major shift has just occurred. The long-awaited revaluation of the Iraqi dinar is now a reality. And what's more, even the United States is actively depending on this economic milestone to fuel its own forward momentum. This is no longer a regional story, it's a global financial transformation. This is not a rumor, not another hopeful forecast. This is confirmed, official, and already in motion. After years of uncertainty and speculation, the moment dinar investors have been waiting for has finally arrived. The revaluation (RV) of the Iraqi dinar is now a certified, globally acknowledged economic event. But here's the twist: the US isn't standing by as a spectator, it's directly engaged, adapting its own financial strategy in alignment with this currency shift. So settle in, because we're about to break down exactly what this means for Iraq, the world, and possibly your financial future. Let's start with the headline. Iraq has just signed a series of groundbreaking international agreements, marking the turning point for this RV. These aren't routine diplomatic gestures, they're real, impactful deals covering everything from oil exports and trade partnerships to digital currency development and infrastructure financing. These actions have positioned Iraq on the global economic map like never before. Leading financial experts are calling this a transformative moment, not just for Iraq but for the entire international financial landscape. These agreements come after years of political gridlock, instability, and economic uncertainty, sending a clear message: Iraq is ready for business and ready to lead. Now, for the part everyone's been waiting for. As of May 5, 2025, the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar is official. It's completed, confirmed, and fully integrated into global banking systems and currency exchanges. This isn't a small rate tweak, it's a full redefinition of Iraq's economic credibility. This RV is being acknowledged by financial institutions around the world, who now recognize Iraq as a stable, reform-driven, and economically sound player. For dinar holders, this is a massive milestone. What was once a speculative bet has become a moment of validation and reward. But more importantly, this signals that Iraq is no longer catching up, it's stepping up. The country is now an active participant in shaping global markets. One of the most unexpected but powerful developments. The US response. This isn't just about foreign diplomacy anymore, it's strategic economics. Facing inflation, debt concerns, and global trade pressures, the US sees value in a stronger, more stable Middle East market. A robust dinar means more favorable oil prices, stronger trade ties, and more reliable energy markets. Major US companies, especially those in oil, infrastructure, and tech, were already reevaluating their presence and potential in Iraq. This move is not about aid, it's about opportunity. Why now? What made this the right time for the RV? The answer lies in meticulous planning. Iraqi leadership has spent years building financial infrastructure, reforming banking systems, and securing major oil agreements. Stable oil prices and the expansion of digital banking services also gave the country the confidence and tools to proceed. Everything was aligned: the timing, the structure, the support. This RV wasn't rushed, it was the product of strategic, behind-the-scenes coordination. Let's take a closer look at some of the major agreements that helped trigger this shift. Long-term oil export contracts with major nations ensure stable income and fiscal confidence. Agricultural trade deals are now boosting domestic food security and expanding Iraq's ability to export. A digital dinar is rolling out, reducing reliance on foreign currency and modernizing Iraq's financial systems. And perhaps most importantly, major infrastructure investment deals are bringing in global capital and development. So what does this mean for everyday Iraqis? Simply put, opportunity. The new exchange rate increases their purchasing power, making goods and services more affordable. Improved access to health care, education, and technology is on the horizon. And thanks to digital banking, Iraqis can now save, invest, and participate in global markets right from their phones. Banks are working with the government to help educate citizens on these new tools. Financial freedom is no longer just for the elite, it's becoming accessible to all. National pride is also climbing as the dinar gains global respect. Iraqis are seeing tangible results and growing confidence in their country's trajectory. And for global investors, this is a pivotal moment. For years, the dinar was viewed with skepticism, but long-term holders are now reaping substantial rewards. Beyond profits, this shift may set off ripple effects across real estate, commodities, and foreign exchange markets. Some analysts even suggest Iraq's rise could lead to a shift in global financial attention, from traditional hubs to the Middle East. Of course, there are risks, and smart investors will tread carefully, diversify, and stay informed. But there's no denying that this is a historic breakthrough. The US reaction has been swift and positive. Officials are already exploring how this revaluation can help stabilize inflation, strengthen trade partnerships, and open up investment channels. American companies tied to Iraqi sectors, energy, agriculture, tech, are gearing up for expansion. Job creation, innovation, and growth are on the horizon. A stronger dinar may also provide indirect support for the US dollar, especially by bringing more predictability to global oil and trade markets. When it comes to oil, Iraq's influence has grown dramatically. The revalued dinar now allows Iraq to negotiate export contracts with more favorable terms. Global buyers, including the US, China, and the EU, were adjusting to this new reality. Long-term contracts are being drawn with more predictable pricing, which could stabilize gas prices and reduce market volatility worldwide. Iraq's oil revenue will grow, fueling domestic progress and improving public services. It's a win for both the country and the world. But perhaps the most exciting result is the rise of digital banking in Iraq. With the revaluation in place, the country is rolling out modern financial tools at record speed. Mobile banking apps, contactless payments, and digital wallets are now reaching even rural communities. Education campaigns are helping citizens learn how to safely and effectively manage their finances. Banks are upgrading systems and training staff to support this tech revolution. It's not just modernization, it's transformation. And the youth of Iraq, they're stepping into a new world. Tech-savvy and ambitious, they now have access to funding, tools, and global opportunities that were once out of reach. Expect a boom in startups, innovation, and entrepreneurship. The world is taking notice. Regional neighbors are already starting to align with Iraq's new financial structure. This could ignite a wave of reform and cooperation across the Middle East. Of course, with progress comes caution. Cybersecurity, inflation, and regulatory oversight remain critical. But Iraq's transparent approach and careful planning are helping build trust and sustainability. Global corporations are eager to get involved. Tech, construction, and finance firms are exploring Iraq for the first time, not as a risk but as a major opportunity. Even Iraqis living abroad are reconnecting, sending money home now has more impact, and investing back into their homeland has become more appealing. Public sentiment inside Iraq is optimistic but realistic. There's energy in the markets, excitement in the streets, and hope in the air. This is not the end, it's the beginning of a new chapter. A chapter where Iraq takes its place as a respected and influential economic power. Thanks for tuning into Iraqi Dinar Info. If today's update was valuable or exciting, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to stay informed. Now it's your turn. What do you think about the revaluation? Will it be a lasting success? Drop your thoughts in the comments and join the discussion. Until next time, stay curious, stay empowered, and stay tuned.